I'm going to go with that. Let me log in here as well. My math lab. Today's what, Wednesday, right? Wednesday. That Wednesday is my phonetic way of saying Wednesday, so I know how to spell it. Wednesday. That's how you say it phonetically, I guess, or how I say it phonetically. Here. Just booting up, just trying to log into different things I have to log into. I don't want to start a meeting. Sign in. Okay. That's my personal meeting ID. I think it's this one. Don't commit the audio. Join. This is College Algebra 1, 9 a.m. for the fall of 24. Let's go. We can minimize that. Come on. This is 2.1. There it is. This one. How many questions we got? 19. All right. Let's go like this. Let's say, give me a random number 19. That's good. All right, we'll start with question 3. Right here. This. Done. Let me, okay, that's fine. Let me share my screen. Start the broadcast. Optimize for video. And let me go ahead and open up question 3. And let me just start here for our morning announcements for your vital information. All know that TV show reference. You may have caught it a little bit if you saw this series on HBO. Here nor there. Okay, gentlemen, so welcome. Okay, I want to do one more thing. Where? Let's see. Where is my pen? Let's see, it's not there. Where would it be? Did I lose my pen? I hope not. I know it's right because I haven't taken it anywhere. Did I put it in the bag? Give me one. I'm just trying to find my pen. That's there. It's not there. Okay, did I? Let me think. Oh, no, I don't think I took this anywhere. Yeah, and like, because I kept telling myself, hey, find your pen, and I never took the time to find it until like right now. But I usually have it like in the same area. Let's see, where else could it be? Give me a moment, gentlemen. Let's see, it's not there. It's the chargers. I'm not sure where it is. Where else could it be? Because I remember it could have fallen out, but I don't remember taking my tablet anywhere. Oh, guys, I can't find my pen. Let's see. Oh, okay, let me see. Okay, there we go. I was like, I knew it had to be somewhere because I was like, I haven't gone anywhere. I haven't done anything. And I'm like, I know it's here. I'm getting young in my old age. So I don't know if you remember me saying, I created this little tower. It's basically boxes stacked on top of each other, but the pen is white, and so it matches the color scheme of the boxes, and so it was sitting on the boxes. Okay, that was a fun little however long that was. Okay, let's see. Yeah, no real announcements. Let me see. So we're working on section 2.1 today. I mean we don't have that much left. Like let me see. So we have 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. Then I think we take exam 3. At some point in there we have Thanksgiving. Oh, happy homecoming. I know we have homecoming this week, so I would encourage you all to like just make the most of it. A lot of this experience is what you make it. All right. So, just do what you need to do, but try to make memories that you're gonna be grateful to have, right? As best you can. Okay. Yeah. So I can't think of anything else. I'm just glad I found the pen. And I was like, there's no way I left that on those boxes. And I was like, let me check and make sure. And sure enough, that's where it was. Okay. It's always funny how things are the last place you will look, right? Because you wouldn't keep looking for it after you find it. All right. Okay. Anyhow. All right. So come on. Allow. I was literally just logged in. Why are you doing this? Let's see if this will work. Let me make sure it has power. Allow. All right, let's just do another one. Let's just start. Nope. Yeah, let's start there. Okay, let's try this again because I was logged in. Oh, that's fine. I'm trying to sign in. Yeah, okay. Just throwing tantrums. It didn't even ask me to sign in again. Okay. So College Algebra 1, 9 a.m. Doing this again. 2.1, we can get rid of this for now. Right here. Okay. And we said we'll start with question 3. I feel like we could probably get through all of these, but I'm still gonna go randomly. Okay. Let's get rid of this. All right, so this one asks us to choose the graphs that represent the function, okay? So notice that with this function, the highest power, while I yap, let me make this available. If I go to Zoom, about right there, right here, polls, multiple choice. Yeah, I know that's the right one. That's the one I want to launch. Okay. So maybe you can see the correct answer while I kind of go through a little bit of an explanation. Oh, you guys are fast. Okay. I'll leave it. I'll leave it up. I'll let you decide if you want to go with the flow or against. Okay. So with this function, let me just give some backstory though, some context for certain for the majority or whatever. Notice the highest power here is a 2. That means we should have a U-shaped curve. Okay. A U-shaped curve. And then we can use transformations to graph. This is the standard form of a quadratic. I was about to use transformations. Then it dawned on me. I was like, oh, wait a minute. This is in the standard form of a quadratic. So this is in the form a times x minus h quantity squared plus k. Right. So then that in that form, that tells us the coordinates of the vertex of the parabola. So based on this, the coordinates of the vertex of the parabola should be 5 comma negative 9. Remember that inside part has the reverse of our intuition. So instead of it being negative 5, that should be a positive 5. So if we go right 5 and down 9, I think there's only one graph that does that. All right. Okay. I see most people went with B. I'm going to go ahead and close the poll. Let's go with B. I think that's the only one where the vertex went right 5. Yeah, over 5 and down 9. Yeah, let's go with that. Check the answer. Okay. All right. I think we're finally got the kinks worked out. Let's generate. Come on. 4. Okay, that's fine. Let me see. Match the function with the graph. Okay, let's relaunch. I'll give you at least 30 seconds. All right. Yeah. So just take some time. Maybe you can see what you need to see. I just want to give you a chance. Oh yes. Nope, not that. Okay, we got what? Okay, that's 20 odd seconds. Okay, all right. Let me see. Ooh, majority is 75. All right. This is what? This is a review. We passed the midterm. All right, all right, all right. Let me think how I'm gonna do this. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? How can I get a copy? Let me go like this. Let me see. Oh, come on. You guys are like making me log in for every little thing that I do. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. You can do it. All right. We got who I think we got the contestants. I don't really want to view it right now. I just want to download it. Let me think. Let me think. Hopefully it saves it. We're gonna let that be. And what I'm gonna do is go with the majority. Let me think. Okay, so in the last one, we use what? The standard form of a quadratic, right? It quickly shows us the coordinates of the vertex. Also notice here that the leading coefficient is positive, which means that the parabola should open upward, right? So you can, by process of elimination, knock off two of them right there. I was gonna do transformations, but since we know the coordinates of the vertex, you can just look at it. The coordinates of the vertex should be -6, -3. So left 6 and down 3, and open upward. So it has to be either A or C. Majority went with A. Let's go with A. Okay. All right. I'm just trying to think if there's a quick way I can do this. Can I? It'd be nice if I can pull it from here. Okay. Anyway, so let's generate. Let's go to question 16. All right. So if it's 19, 18, 17, 16, it should be here. A quadratic function is given below. Determine whether the given quadratic function has a maximum value or a minimum value, and then find this value. Okay. Are there any takers that would like to explain this one to me or walk me through it? All right. Just take a moment to yourself. I just want you to think about it for a little bit before I go into it. So let's take like 20 seconds. And I'm just curious to see if there's anybody that is willing to explain this one for us. Walk us through it. Any brave soul. I'm just curious. See my timer. Let's take another 10 seconds. Okay, really, it's more like 5, 4. Nobody, no brave souls. Oh, gotta be brave. You don't have to be brave. You can be whoever you want to be. Okay, so determine whether this given quadratic has a max or a min value, right? So notice that the leading coefficient is positive. A positive leading coefficient means that the parabola should open upward. If the parabola opens upward, then that means we're going to have a minimum value. So it should be a minimum value. Okay, so we had a 50-50 chance if we were to guess, but chance favors the prepared mind. What is the minimum or maximum value? Oh, I just thought of a way that I can do this a little bit more smoothly. Interesting. Do I dare to do it? I'll have to do it next time. I'll just keep it in mind, though. What should work? Okay, so what is the minimum or maximum value, right? So we have a U-shaped curve that opens upward. So we're anticipating a minimum value. The minimum value is going to be the y coordinate of the vertex. All right. So can anybody? Let's take another at least 30 seconds. Can anybody tell me what's the y coordinate of the vertex here? I think we talked about a vertex formula last time. There's a couple of ways you can go about this, right? We have a way to jump straight to the x coordinate, We still got a solid 20 seconds, all right? So just take a moment. Can anybody in the chat or somewhere or audibly identify the minimum value here? Just take a few more seconds. Let me pull something up here.
Their individuality.
Let's watch that later. Oh. Okay. I'll pull it up later. Okay. Number souls. Okay. That's fine. What is the minimum? I don't want to have to start picking on people and making this part of a grade. Oh, okay. Maybe I should have said the quiet part out loud, right? Okay. Do I dare? Okay, there was a vote for 2. Let me pull that up real quick. There's a couple of them. Let me see. Find the x-intercepts and then plug them back into the formula. The x-intercepts, okay, I like the thinking. I like that you're thinking. The x-intercepts is not necessarily where the max or min value is going to occur. I think there was a guess for the min value. Let me see. I don't know if it was a guess. Again, I'm not really sure too. Okay. All right. Let me see. All right. So the minimum value should occur at the vertex. All right. So I think last time we talked about a vertex formula. I think I'm gonna close this one, right? So it's only have one response. The x coordinate of the vertex is going to be the vertex formula is negative b over 2a. So in this case, it's going to be a negative 10 over 2. So it's double negative becomes positive. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So that's the x coordinate of the vertex. So the x coordinate of the vertex is 5. Now, if we plug in 5, we want to see what's the output. 5 squared is 25, minus 10 times 5 is 50. So that puts us at a negative 25. Oh, close. I think I saw 2, but it looks like when I did it just now, it looks like I got a negative 2. So let's go with negative 2. Okay. All right. Okay. That's okay. Let me see though, but I will acknowledge that. Okay. Let's keep that. Boom. All right. What's the range? Okay. So we know we have a U-shaped graph that has a minimum value of negative 2. So negative 2 is the lowest, and everything else is above that. So remember, range is the very bottom to the very top. Okay. I'm willing to open this one up. Let's again, the longer it takes you guys to answer the question, the less questions we can do. But the more, and I can assure you, you definitely want to try to get through as many of these questions together as we can. I can promise you that. You're gonna really, I'm gonna make it so that you're gonna want that we go through as many of these questions. So if negative 2 is the minimum value, let's take 30 seconds or faster. There it is. Okay, that's all I needed, right? I just needed somebody to answer. Okay, so open parentheses, close. Okay, I think you said it backwards, but you got the idea, right? You're close, and you can actually type it in. I don't think you have to spell it out. Let me see. Let's go like this. But again, I'm taking notes. Turn this off. I think I will accept that, even though it's not 100% correct, but it's close enough. All right. So I'm watching the clock. Come on. Ugh, this stuff is so temperamental. All right. So if negative 2 is the lowest, so then let me see. So the lowest value is going to be negative 2 up to infinity. Okay, that's fine. And again, I think your order, so when we're doing these like intervals, you definitely want to do it in ascending order. So from smallest to largest. So, and I see a bracket. I would agree with that, right? Okay. And parentheses, right? So you could have typed this in the chat. That's close enough. I'm willing to give that credit. Okay. All right. So I think we took our notes there. Probably should have. That's fine. I'll keep that in mind. Oh, we're gonna have some fun with this. I'm gonna get this rocking and rolling. You guys are my guinea pigs. You're my first ones, but it's okay. We'll figure it out for the next. I already know what I want to do. Changes I want to make. Let's generate. Let's go to question 14. Did we do 14 already? No. Okay. Let's see if we can get more questions out here. See if we can get some more. Okay. Let's go. My poll and quiz. This is fine. Relaunch for now because this is what I need to do. Ouch. Let's see. A quadratic function is given below. Determine whether the given quadratic function has a maximum value or a minimum value. Okay, you got 50-50, right? Oh, okay. We're gonna let it ride. Let it ride. So let me see. I'll give it till the clock says 1 minute. It's 50-50. I mean, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Let me see. No, you just went away as soon as I turned around. No copyright background music gaming. Let's just try this. Play on. And what I'm gonna do is let it ride. Let me see the time. We got 10 seconds. Just so 10 more seconds. Now, if I could just feed this directly in, let me see the time. All right, so I'm gonna just reduce the volume and let that ride. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this poll. Okay, good. We got another soul in there. Now we got a 50-50 split. So let me chat through this one a bit. Does a quadratic function have a min or max value, right? We kind of just did this. The leading coefficient is negative, right? Which means the parabola opens downward. If the parabola opens downward, then we should have a maximum value, right? You got a 50-50 chance if you just guess. But again, chance favors the prepared mind. We drastically boost the odds of success in our favor when we're prepared, you know? But again, it's quote unquote a game, you know, so just try to have some fun with it. What is the minimum value? Okay. Oh, wait. Where's my poll? I want to bring it back. Right here. Darn it. That's okay. I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. Relaunch. I don't really want to relaunch it. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. I have to let that one go. Okay. Okay. So let's take 30 seconds, and can somebody tell me I guess in this case, the maximum value, right? So I'm kind of watching the chat. Let me see, 30 seconds from now. Okay, so when that gets around to the 3, all right? So just take some time. Can you tell me the max or the min value here? Let's see. We got about 10 more seconds. Can anybody tell me the max or the min before I close it? Oh no. All right. Let me see the chat real quick. Do I see anything? I don't see anything. Okay. So points are off the board for this. Check one more time. Yeah. Okay. All right. So it should have a maximum value, right? Again, with the previous one, we said the maximum value should occur at the y coordinate of the vertex, right? So we have a vertex formula. The x coordinate of the vertex, which is our h, is going to be negative b over 2a, right? So negative b over 2a. So in this case, that's going to be negative 12 over 2 times negative 3. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. So negative 12 divided by negative 6 is a positive 2. So the x coordinate of a vertex should be 2. We plug that in to find the corresponding y. So then 2 squared is what? 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Plus 24 is positive 12. Minus 20 looks like it's a negative 8. So when we plugged in 2, hopefully I did that right. Negative 8, because I'm doing this in my mind. Good. The mind is strong with this one. Okay. What's the range? Okay. I'll open the floor for this one. Again, we're going to take 30 seconds. Let me see, 30 seconds. Okay. So when the clock changes to 27, that's when I'll close this one. All right. So just take a moment. Can you tell me the range? Now, most of the work is already done for you. Most of the work, and I can assure you, you definitely want to be engaged today. You don't want to miss out. If you can catch the drift, read between the lines, right? Let me see the time. Oh, the clock did change. Okay, I think that is time. Nobody's taking the bait. Okay. I'm taking notes. What is the range? So this is the maximum value. So the range is the very bottom to the very top. If -8 is the top, then that means that the very bottom is negative infinity to -8. Okay, we're gonna do parentheses. Nope, like this. I think that looks good. Let's go with this. Let me check it again. We got that right. That was a maximum value. Oh, square bracket, right? Close bracket. Yeah. Oh, okay. Now I'll give credit for that. Can I get it? Can I get it? Nope, I didn't get it. I'll just go like this because you caught my mistakes. Oh, that was one thing I forgot to mention. I do give credit where if I make mistakes and you can find my mistakes, I do give extra credit for that. So I'm taking notes right now as soon as I get this to work. Taking notes on other things today as well. And again, this is not the day to be passive. I'll just let you know. I can get this to work. Jesus. Okay, I'll give credit for that because for a split second, I definitely got it wrong and you got it before I could correct it. So I'll give it to you. Okay, how do we get -8? Okay. We use the vertex formula. Let me turn this volume down. We use the vertex formula. And anybody tell me the vertex formula? The how do we find the x coordinate of the vertex? But that's how we we use the vertex formula to find the x coordinate of the vertex. And then once we got our answer, we plugged it back into the original. And when you plug it in, the output is -8. All right. So hopefully that answers it. Okay, let's generate. Come on. All right, we'll do question 9. This was question 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. I think 9 is about here. Okay. Let's get rid of that for now. Determine the quadratic function of this form whose graph is given. Ooh. Okay. So let me see. I want to go, let's go like this. I'm trying to make this a bit bigger. Don't readjust my stuff. Hey, what did I tell you? Okay. I want you to think about this one for a little bit. This one's a little bit involved. I want to give you some time, somewhere between 20 seconds to a minute. So just take a moment, and I'm just curious to see if anybody can like make their way through this one. I don't want to spend too much time with you guys being silent, but I'm just curious to see who's out there. So just take a moment. I'm watching the clock. We're gonna hang out for at least 15 more seconds. Okay, please finish your pass-through training. All right, so let's walk through this one because I feel like this is a little bit involved. I was just curious. It would be interesting if somebody other than me can explain it. So another concept or philosophy or technique or whatever, whoever does the most talking does the most learning. The only reason I know this stuff is because I'm talking about it like all the time. But if you're like mute, it's a lot harder to learn it. So if you're serious about like, at least since you're here, you paid your money, and if you want to maximize this, you definitely want to be involved. I mean, you don't have to. I've released all that kind of stuff of kind of, driving that home. But I mean, if you're going to be passive, you're really wasting your time. Not kind of. I mean, you kind of are, but you still have your own unique experience because you guys are still working together. You're exposed to the information. You get to see the presentation. So it's not a 100% waste of time, but to maximize your time, you definitely want to be a little bit more active. But anywho, okay. So let me take a screenshot of this. We're going to take some notes here. And I just refuse to kind of get into that whole dogmatic thing because I've done that, and I was like, I don't like how this feels. I just didn't like it, and I was like, no, there's a better way. Come on, cool. Limitations, one attempt, and all this other kind of stuff, and I'm just like, I feel like life is too short to be. I feel like life is too short. I'm stalling because I'm waiting for this thing to open. I don't know why it's opening so slow. I feel like as long as people are doing their best, then I can't. And it's not my place to say what somebody's best is. We can always do better, but when you realize that everybody's doing their best from their level of awareness, you can only be but so mad, based on where people's minds are. The potential might be there, but if the mind isn't there, there's not so much you can do. Real eyes, real lies, right, kind of thing. Anyway, okay. So we're asked to determine the quadratic function of this form based on this data, right? So basically what we're doing is modeling a quadratic. So we have some information, it kind of makes a shape like this. We want to find the equation of the quadratic that fits this data, right? Okay. So that's a little backstory here. So let's start here. Now we're building, let me make this a little bit thicker than a Snicker, like this. Okay. I guess it's just a little bit better. So we have this a times x minus h squared plus k, right? That's the general form that we're trying to fit. Now we have these points. Now look, we have the vertex, right? We see that the vertex, so we can see that our h comma k is what? -3, -4, right? So we're just trying to plug in what we have. I'm going to choose one of the points. I'm going to choose one of my x and y's to be the -2, -3. I just chose one of those given points. I just chose that one because the numbers look smaller, so I'm intuitively hoping that they'll be easier to work with. Sometimes when the numbers are larger, it can be more challenging, right? So let's plug this information in and see what's missing, right? Okay, I don't think we have any information on A, so I'm just going to bring A. Let me see. So this a little bit. So we don't have any information on A. I'm just going to bring A down. Now my x, according to this, is going to be -2. Notice my use of parentheses. My h squared plus k equals y. Okay. So let me see. My h is -3. Again, I'm plugging into my blank parentheses. My k is -4. And my y, all these negatives. It's so negative, right? It just makes everything complicated for no reason, right? So at this point, we have one equation, one unknown we can solve, right? We have one equation, one unknown we can solve. Every time we have an unknown, we need either an equation or a piece of information, right? Okay. So now it's algebra at this point. We got a double negative here, so double negative becomes positive. 3 minus 2 is a 1 squared is 1. So that's really a minus 4 equals -3. Add 4 to both sides. It looks like a equals 1, right? Okay. So if a is 1 and we have our h and our k, so then the equation of our quadratic could take on the form a is 1. We're going to say x minus h. So x minus a -3 becomes x plus 3 squared plus k, so that's going to be a -4 in this case. So then this should be the equation of the quadratic, right? So now we could just submit this, but the following is one of the main reasons why that caught my attention and made me fall in love with mathematics. At this point, right, if we're claiming that this is the equation of the quadratic that fits this data or is this model, if we just submit this, then it may or may not be right. But if we check it, we drastically boost the odds of success in our favor, right? So for instance, when x is -4, -4 plus 3 is -1, squared is +1, -4 is indeed -3. That first point checks out. When x is -3, the corresponding y is -4. That checks out. When x is -2, plus 3 is what? 1, squared is 1, -4 is -3. All right, so all three of those ordered pairs work in this guy, so we can be confident in this result. And so what I mean by like the ability to check my work made me fall in love with mathematics when I was a student. Not that it's anything, this is just my story. X plus 3 squared. I would be in my literature classes. I would do everything that the professors would say. I would do everything that the professor would say, and read the books, write the report. I'd do everything. And then it just seems like they would be giving me grades haphazard. Like they'd be like, man, they just like B, and I'm like, why? I did everything that you said. Why is it not? And they never had a good answer or a good reason. And they would just argue with me about nothing. That shit used to piss me off. What did I miss? Did I get it backwards? Let me check. What am I missing? +3 or -4. I think I put +4. -4, right? Come on. It used to piss me off. But then in my math classes, you know, even if the teacher didn't like me, when I would take my exams, my favorite professors, what they would do, I'm just yammering. I see the time, and I think we're going to go ahead and close out. But I need to kind of do a few things. My favorite professors, what they would do, like they would give you a study guide, and it would be, I don't know, 50 questions, 100 questions, something like that. But I would like, my favorite professors, what they would do is like, if you didn't know anything else, at a minimum, if you knew everything on the study guide, when you got into that proctored exam, we took exams on paper in a proctored environment. All we had was like maybe a calculator, paper and pencil, stuff like that. But it's like if you didn't know, if I didn't do the homework, if I didn't do anything else, if I at least knew the things on the study guide, and then I got on the exam from my memory, it was pretty much a carbon copy. Like, and they might change the numbers or whatever. And my favorite, and I had many professors that did that, even in grad school. Grad school don't take you but so far, but my favorite professors, that's what they would do. Now there were some professors that were just monsters, right? For like no reason. They'll give you a study guide, you'll study it, you'll also do all the homework, go to study sessions, ask some questions and stuff like this. You get on the exam, and it's like nothing like anything you've seen. Right. And I used to be like, are you serious? Like, we supposed to, like, you got to be out of your mind. And then they would intentionally like make it ridiculously hard so that they have to use a curve. Like they used to piss me off. Okay. Now, let me see if I can synthesize some data here real quick. Let me check here. Okay. So now let me think how I'm going to do this. Let me first suppress my screen so I'm not showing anything sensitive. Now, where would it be? I got to think. That's fine. Okay, yeah, it's going to be there. Let me see, because that's the thing I really wanted to know. And I have a better way of going about this. Let me go here real quick. Let me see what I can see. If I go to, I just want to go to my account. This looks right. Yes. Where is it? It's not the profile. Where is everything? Do I need to zoom out? I probably need to zoom out. Give me just a minute, guys. We still have a solid 5 minutes. Let me zoom out some. Sometimes that helps. There it is. Let's go to reports. Come on. I'm just trying to see what I can find. Activity reports. Where is it? Summary. User reports. Webinar history. Meetings. Here it is. And then today, schedule, host name, topic, host email. Oh, I know where it's host name, topic. Today. Okay. Poll reports. Yes. Come on. Search. Okay, let me see. Do I have any here? I got the one. Okay, so I just pull what I have. I know I missed a few, but I have a way around it for next time. Okay, I know they were correct. Okay, and I think it's kind of the same people. All right. So what I'd like to do today, congratulations to Mr. Boxley, Mr. David, Mr. Wilson, Mr. Mackey, and Mr. Parker. These are the names, because like, these are only the names that I was able to recover. I know there may have been some others, but it is important to be involved. I'm gonna do some kind of contribution towards extra credit. So the way I usually like to do extra credit, based on engagement and involvement throughout the semester, I usually do it like in points. You can earn up to 100 points. 100 points is going to equate to like 10% of your overall average at the end. So I usually like to keep a log of that. So I do have a log of some participation. I don't think I got everybody. but that's who I have on file for now. Yeah. So I'll be sure to throw some extra credit your way. It's minimal, but it'll add up over time. So potentially you can earn up to 10% of overall extra credit. So what that means is if you find a way to maximize your extra credit before the semester is out, like get to the 100 points, then say you finish at a 72%, it'll boost you by you can boost it up to 10 points, so you can finish at an 82%. But that's if you were to maximize your extra credit, right? So those names that I rattled off, I'll be sure to. Usually, I do extra credit in 5-point increments, right? And so I'll just try to keep a log of that, and I think I have a more sophisticated way of going about that going forward. Like, 'cause it just dawned on me while we were kind of going through the presentation. Are there any burning questions before we go our separate ways? Going once, going twice. Forever hold your peas and rice. Okay. So again, congratulations to those names I mentioned a moment ago. That's the first time I've done extra credit this semester. So we'll try to get some more out. And so I usually like to do it during these homework review sessions. The more you all do, the more points I can give out. The more that I'm doing, the more points I can give myself where I don't really need them because I've already been paid essentially. So I've already got what I've needed. I'm just trying to give to you all as much as I can. So anywho, if there are any burning questions, let me see. So today we did section 2.1. So again, other opportunities, and I'll mention this. These are some other opportunities I'll be willing to honor as far as extra credit. So you did experience one of them where a student corrected me, right? If I made a mistake, he caught it before I found it. So I do give extra credit for finding my mistakes. So when I make a mistake, if you bring it to my attention before I correct it, I give extra credit for that. And I'm also open. What I have been doing for like some of my other courses, your overall MyMathLab score at the end of the semester. I got to think about how I want to do it though. I'll probably take. I want to give you. I want to give extra credit for your overall MyMathLab score as well. Like for one of my groups, I'll take the overall MyMathLab score and I'll scale that. That's their 10%. It's the overall MyMathLab score. So I got to figure out how. Maybe I'll do a 50-50 or something like that, where points you accumulate along with. I'll take the average or something between the points you accumulate and your overall MyMathLab score. For as far as extra credit. Okay, so those are some opportunities. Okay, so all right, guys, you guys are awesome. Thanks for joining us. Next week we're just gonna go into the next section. We have a total of I think about 5 or 6 sections remaining for the semester. So that's about 5 or 6 weeks. We still got an exam 3. We still have the Thanksgiving holiday. That Thanksgiving holiday, we're going to meet on that Monday. Wait a minute, let me think. Yeah, we'll meet on that Monday. Honestly, probably that Monday I'll just do unofficial office hours, like just log in so you guys can get your attendance credit and answer questions. But I probably won't keep you on that Monday because I think the rest of my class is afternoon. I think the school is closed afternoon, so you guys will be the only ones that will be in session that week. But anyway, have a great homecoming. Make the most of it, and we're going to go ahead and end the session here. And from one beautiful mind to another, have a great weekend, gentlemen. Again, now also I have some students that try to log in on Fridays. We don't meet on Fridays. Now I don't know if you meet with Dr. Lamar. That might be a different session. So I just want to make sure you're logging into the right account. All right, guys, have a great weekend, and we'll meet back on Monday, same time, same place. Take care. Peace. Turn my headphones up. I got a mini rave going over here. I'm feeling this music, man. Take care. All right. Let me log this extra credit.